Yo, when you really start to tell the difference in things, it's crucial you make the correct changes. In this one here, I'm going to speak about how crucial it is, that you start to take yourself much more seriously. Taking care of your body. And, you're probably thinking, what you eat, the things that you intake and stuff. And yeah, But you know what's just as important, if not more? That, from my experience, we're all different. Plays a big factor in your body and your functions and how you perform in, daily activities and how you feel is what you pay attention to. Missing shifts and falling off grid. It's that slogan, it's that term. When you become more aware, when you learn more things, when you're educated now, the hard spell on things, when you know all of this, is going to be much more detrimental than the first time when you weren't really that aware, when you didn't really know that much, but now you know more. And that's where we're coming from. I mean, you can look at this in a variety of ways. You need to take care of your body. You need to start paying attention to little things that are playing big roles in the reasons why you know that you should be further than where you're at. When you fall off grid, and you knowing this, that one little thing there is going to lead to a whole big thing right there. And what do you know now? You're not even where you should be. And this plays a big role with your body, and the way it functions and what you pay attention to, what you put in your body, falling back, relapsing, doing all these things that are going to affect the way you perform, that's going to affect what it is that you're doing. That makes a big role. It's a whole function restart. And now things are playing out differently than it would have if you were staying on course. If you were staying on course, things would be much more clear. Things would make much more sense. Things would be much more structured and ordered. You'd be much more accountable or confident when you take care of your body. When you decide to put in an effort into your body, and all it takes is a little effort, and it goes a long way, and you add on to that effort daily. So this is what happens when you fall off grid. It's a restart program, and depending on what ways, it's not fun. It's detrimental. It's detrimental to your headspace. It's detrimental to the psyche, your mental health, to your body. You start to notice things. You need to use what you got right now. Because why is it that when it is that we should be running, we're not running? And now all of a sudden you want to run. You can't run anymore because it's too late. And the time passed you by because you were worrying too much, because you were thinking too much. You were pre-planning too much. You weren't acting enough. You need to take care of your body. And that just doesn't go for eating healthier. That doesn't just go for sleeping. That means for you can't be doing detrimental things to your body. It's going to affect the way you perform. You're going to fall off course. You're not going to be where you should be. Because if you truly cared about what it is you want and where it is that you'd be, you wouldn't be doing things like that to your body that's going to hold you back. Especially when you know the effects to it. You'd be putting that into making your craft better. And it's honestly ridiculous and pathetic. And it makes you feel ashamed when you know this. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Lately, the past couple months, I've been letting things affect me. I haven't been doing the things that I should be doing, that I could have been doing. I wasn't improving myself. In fact, I was falling back on things. And that's what makes it hard sometimes. When you fall back on things, when you say things that you've already said, and then you got to still show up and try to improve it, and now you want to try to make things look better. Now you want to try to get up. Take care of yourself. When you miss shifts, when you're doing the wrong things, you're wasting time. You're wasting time. You're putting yourself back in old headspaces. You're putting yourself back into outdated shifts, and that is depressing. And you're not moving forward. And you're doing things to accumulate things that you should have already had and that you've already done before. It is not fun. Especially when you know this. It's one thing to be someone who's not aware, to have a mind like this and to do that. That's some sort of lost system cycle. But for you to know, it's more depressing. Because you know better and you should be doing better, and the outcomes are worse. Because at least these people out here who are not aware and acting a fool and not aware of the judgments and the mistakes they're making, you know, they don't know what they're doing. But at least you know. They don't know any of that, so that's why the outcome don't seem that bad for them. They act like whatever's going on with them, it's almost like they don't care. But with you, it seems like the outcome be more. It seems like you gotta care more, don't it? So it's a big ass deal. It's a much more bigger deal than you guys think. It's a much more bigger deal. It's a big difference, especially when you're someone who can spot the difference. No, this needs to be said. I don't know who needed to hear this, but you need to take care of yourself. And the thing is that there's a lot of us. I need to take care of myself. But you know we need to take care of ourselves. And we know that we haven't been doing the things. You know you haven't been doing the things. You know that you could be doing better, yo. I know that I could be doing better. And that's why I'm making this. And, you know, I'm not going to make any promises. But there's one thing I know that I gotta do. And there's definitely things that you know and that I know that we can't do anymore. And to be honest with you guys, it's almost like that's where the procrastination starts. Is you knowing that you can't do these things anymore. You can't do these things that's harming yourself anymore. You can't do these things that's holding you back anymore. You know you have to sacrifice these things. And that might be what's been causing such a struggle. When it comes to starting, when it comes to being consistent, when it comes to finishing. Take care of your body. Because when you do these things, you're going to miss shifts and you're going to hold yourself back. And then who are you to blame? You can't blame anyone. And then it's not fun being in this space where all you're doing is just standing there. All you're doing is being ashamed. All you're doing is thinking. All you're doing is feeling. And none of these things are getting you further. Is that feeling getting you further? Is that thought getting you ahead? Take care of your body. And don't fall off course with what it is that you want, because you can get it. And you will get it. But how much do you care? Because that's the only way you'll get it. And like I said before, I know it's hard at first, but put a little time and effort in daily just to improve. See where you can get to. That's it for now.